Hey guys, loads of videos today. I've just got a bit of spare time, so again, wearing a t-shirt, great t-shirt. Thanks Jamie Lee for buying it. The next video I wanted to do, filming all of these all at once, is get educated. And the reason for this is I get so many questions in the gym. I work in the gym, and there's questions from a guy, one of my friends, I won't name names. He's done a level 3, which is technically a higher level than what I've got, which I'm currently doing. He asked me what is the best way to do a fly to hit his chest, and I face-palmed in my head, but I explained it to him. And the thing is, the first thing that you've got to learn is, one, you've got to learn the techniques. You've got to learn how your body's going to react to different weights, but you've got to learn how to work a muscle. So it's no good knowing the technique and knowing how your body reacts to certain reps if you don't know how to work a muscle. So let's take the bicep for instance. So if I'm curling and I'm curling here, it may feel like you're getting a good contraction, but what you're doing is you're limiting the amount of muscle or the amount of your bicep you're using. Your bicep inserts up here in the shoulder. What that means, it helps with abduction at the shoulder, or shoulder flexion even. And that movement, although that's exaggerated, that's a front raise, we know that works the front of the shoulder, but you can all try it. If you lift your arm out to the front and hold your finger on your bicep, you'll feel an increased tension when you raise your arm. So what we do to increase that is, as we curl, we bring the elbows forward, and we want to make sure that any time we're lifting, that the resistance is going where we want it to go. So if I curl right back here, you can see the resistance is going straight down here, and that is going to be putting onto my front delts. If I curl to here, you can see the weight is going here. So I'm still having to use my biceps to help hold the weight up. And that's the same for any muscle group. A lot of you watching this may not have known that. Hopefully most of you did know that. Things like your lats or your mid delts, your mid traps and your upper traps, or your lower traps. A lot of people don't know how to work them effectively. A lot of people don't need to, but it's good information to know that in this movement you're working your mid traps, in this movement you're not, and it's why you're not using those muscles and how you can work those muscles if you wanted to hit them. It's the same thing for different parts of the muscle. So your triceps have 3 different heads. How do you work those different heads? And that's how we get the most effective workouts, because we can identify where we're weak, or we can get someone to identify where we're weaker physically or aesthetically, and we can target them if we know how to do it. But if someone says, oh, your biceps looking like it's not peaking, you need to know, okay, how do I start to get it to peak? What part of my bicep do I need to work? Because bicep, there are 2 parts to bicep, tricep, there are 3 parts. Same with your quads. Oh, my vastus medialis, it's a bit smaller. If you don't know what that is, definitely go and look it up. But different parts require different movements, and some of them will work together in a lot of movements, but you need to know how to work specific muscles. The next thing is diet. You need to know why you're eating a specific food. It's no good going, oh, the pros eat chicken, fish and rice. That's all they eat, and a bit of veg. And you need to know, you need to smarten yourself up. They're pros. They're not going to be doing that. There is much more effective ways that they're going to be doing things. And they probably just said that so that you are kind of gobsmacked about it. So you're like, oh my god, how did he do that for 10 weeks? How did he just eat that? That's really impressive. When in actual fact he didn't. There's a lot of pros will lie about what they're doing. Either because they don't want to explain how they're doing it, they don't want to give the knowledge out, because it would put them at a disadvantage possibly if a competitor didn't know what they're doing. But get educated, guys, because it is the best thing you can do. The more you know, the more you can progress, and knowledge is power. And I used to hate people saying that, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to learn about something, but you've got to learn about it. And you could get someone give you a program, but if you don't know how it works, it's not going to be beneficial to you. So I've got videos up here. There's loads of channels out there with loads of information, or read some articles, read some research studies. Those are the best things to go for, because they're proven, they've got results, and you can look at the method and decide for yourself whether they're valid for you. But definitely get out there, get reading, guys, and stay motivated. So have a good one, rate, comment and subscribe.